Hi guys.
Hello people.
I'm Milena.
Lola. And for the last time in the next 2 years or something like that, we don't know yet.
I could cry.
No, mate,
Do you hear me?
my eyes are watering.
I could cry.
We were just watching Hunter, and so when we entered to play Hunter on Crunchy, it shows you the shows that you have to continue.
And we
so we saw Vinland.
And saw what the name
Home.
is. Yeah. I mean, we know that it's home because they are coming home. We just, I still don't know if we're gonna see Iceland or
Ari, I'm coming, boy.
Yeah, if we're gonna.
It's our time.
If we're gonna see his mom, his sister, or if we're just in the distance gonna see that we're coming.
I still expect just to see the Iceland in distance, and that's it. That's the end, and we cut it there.
And the next season begins with. Yeah, that's what I expect as well. But I think it would be maybe even better to show us reunion this episode.
Look, I just know whatever the better option is, they're gonna do it. I don't have the vision that they have. Yeah. So
because something like that, isn't it better to be for the last episode than for the first one?
I mean, I agree with you, but then how do you end it? What is the last thing you end it on?
Not just how do you end it, how do we survive?
We don't.
That's the thing.
Either way, however this ends, we are dead.
I'm kind of praying just to see Iceland in the distance. I'm kind of hoping just to see Iceland in the distance because I would not be okay. I would not be okay. I would literally not be okay. Hopefully, we're not gonna have a reunion between our.
A lot of the shows we started crying when speaking in the review. Little shows get us going in the
that has never happened to me.
Literally little this is not a usual thing.
I can tell you that this is in my top favorite shows, but I can tell you that if it continues like this is gonna be my favorite show of all time.
Can you believe?
No.
Can you believe where we came to? I could start talking about the season as a whole and how life-changing it was, but we can leave that for the review. Mm-hmm. We know what last episode was. We know how stunning it was. We know how impactful it was. And now we can only see how they conclude the most perfect season
of
you
any
could
show.
Ever have.
Of literally any show.
I don't know what comes close to it. It's just very little things.
I agree. It's just there are some seasons that I think they are the best. I think season 5 of let's say Breaking Bad is the best season I have ever watched. Yeah. Didn't make me cry as much as this one. It's just every season serves a purpose. Yeah. But what this season did to Thorfinn's character. Yeah. I don't think that I have ever seen something like that happen, Yeah. But I read a lot of comments when people said that because I asked honestly that this season made an impact on other people who are watching us as much as it made an impact on us. I read a lot of people say that it really did. Yeah.
A lot of people answered that absolutely was life-changing for them as well. I don't think anything is gonna I don't need every other season to be on the level as this was, but get close to it.
It just depends on the story.
Yeah, but because but this one is special.
This one was special for especially Thorfinn's character.
Yeah, that's why it can't.
I don't think it can.
No, because we have went through this whole journey to get to this, And the next seasons, it's gonna be just a continuation of this. But this was the development that was supposed to happen here is the biggest development that's gonna happen in this show, Yeah. And they did it in the most perfect way. And they don't have to top this season. It's perfectly fine if they don't. It's still gonna be better than most of the things we have seen ever. You know what I mean?
No, as long as they keep the storyline.
And I think they will.
And that's just the only important part.
Yeah, because again, what is best in the show is its heart, and they're gonna keep that. They're really gonna keep that, and I'm so happy to be on the ride. Yeah, I'm so happy to see what they do with this. Yeah. Even though I'm literally gonna be in my fucking 30s when this show ends. You know what I mean? This is I can't even process that in my mind. I can't even begin to understand that. But I'm gonna be here. It's gonna be fine.
Exactly.
I wish that next season comes out while I'm still in my 20s. That'd be great.
That would be
Please.
Great. Yeah.
We might play it. Might as well.
Yeah, let's play it.
Let's speak about it later. Yeah. And let's all just like cry. Let's like 20 minutes, guys. Yes. We can do it.
And let's turn off the
air conditioning. Yeah, I'm freezing now.
Yeah, literally.
Freezing.
My head's already freezing.
And you even have a hat.
And I have a hat. I'm filming the last episode with a hat because I didn't wash my hair.
Oh my god, last time we see the intro. I said if I can't like look back at the intro, but like still.
Hi boy.
Oh. God, I'm getting emotional. About what? What is happening? Makoto, you and me. You and me.
Kumira.
Yeah.
Did I say it wrong?
I mean, I don't know. I can't pronounce names. But like, Makoto...
No, it's just that I have a feeling that like I ran more his last name than first, because like Makoto is not familiar to me.
Yeah,
like Kumira it is.
Snake survived the season.
Snake survived the season. That is the shocking part.
My boy.
Became the best man.
What a good person.
They died.
Yeah, well, I was trying to not think about that, but like thanks for going there. I was like, oh, all nice things that happened this season. You're like, remember this? We still like don't remember at the end of season 1 we saw someone climbing up a mountain.
Possibly next season. We saw 3 people.
Yeah, but like we saw
maybe
our boy and other 2.
Maybe one is for 3rd season and the other one is for 4th one.
Why do I see eyes? Where are we now? Leaf knows.
I'm scared now. I'm fucking scared now.
How's your mother?
Oh my god. Me too, boy. I feel scared as well. Oh my god, what is happening? What is happening?
I'm gonna pause this. I'm not prepared at all. I didn't prepare for this. I really didn't prepare for this. Am I even gonna remember what they look like? This could be Ari's children, for all I know.
Or Hilda's. Hilda?
Hilda and Armin.
Yola.
God, we've pronounced her name wrong for 2 seasons.
No.
Leaf, help us out. Boy, I knew this was
I knew it, I knew it.
He'll stop that.
母上と私を元気づけるための作り話でしょ。ありがとう、レイさん。いや、そうじゃなくてだな。それよりも。え？おい、こら、チルコラ！レイさんたぶらかしてどういうことなんだ？なんかあるなら言ってみろよ、これ！
There are siblings. They are siblings. Me too, my boy, me too.
十何年さまよって生きて親の顔を拝めるんだ。幸運に思わなきゃバチ当たるぜ。俺はガキの頃に親と生き別れて、今どこにいるかもわからねえ。羨ましいぜ、お前が。ばあちゃん、トロフィーって誰？
Of course it does. Oh my god, I'm gonna drop.
My eyes are burning.
Yova has children. With who?
What do you mean?
Where are you living?
Where are you going to live? Okay.
ここに泊まればいいじゃない。トルフィンの兄弟なら、あなたは私の息子よ。
Why do people call you?
あの凍結少年、なんでそうなの。
Hi Thorfinn, hi here. Use the child as a shield.
it's easier when they're making jokes.
I know.
Much easier.
My... Your sister is strong.
But like...
Oh my god, my child.
The right one looks just like him when he was a child.
Are you playing or are you training?
My boy. This is just unfair.
その夜、トルフィンはこれまでの16年間に経験したことを家族に語って聞かせた。トールズの死からケティルの農場を立つまでの経験。淡々と要所のみをかいつまんで話したが、その憎悪と闘争、死と破壊、絶望と後悔、悲しみと再生の歴史を引く者を絶句させた。
俺が殺してしまった人たち、絶望の中で死んでいった奴隷たち、彼らにもこんな温かい家庭があったのかもしれない。俺の罪は重い。行かなきゃならない。平和の国を築くためにフィンランドへ。おやりなさい。母上、この世界から逃げ出したいと思っている人は大勢います。私とトールズも戦士の国ヨムスボルグから逃れ、この島へ来ました。あなたは平和の国を作って待ち、その人々を迎えるのです。そのために生きなさい。トールスの子、トルフィン。ありがとう、母上。フィンランドに国を作るか。大規模な事業になりますね。
決意が固いのは分かった。だが人員に家畜、資材、船も買い足さにゃならんぞ。そもそも資金だ。それだけの大金、そう簡単には集められんぞ。わしの助けがなければな。
ありがとう、おっちゃん。まだ船を降りない気か。さすがリフさん。そんなトマト行くの？大丈夫。
何、やりようはいくらでもあるさ。
あんま無理しないでくださいよ。
何が無理なもんか。まだまだお前はわしが分かったな。
まったく本当についてっちゃうとはね。父上は本当にすごい人だった。強くて優しくて。
Just like you.
俺なんかには見えない。ずっと先を見ていた。変わり者だったからね。
誰の墓なんだ？
昔、父上が守ろうとした人だ。
大事な人だったのか。
奴隷だったんだ。主の元から逃げてきて、生き倒れていたところを父上が助けたんだ。
お前のお人よしは親父譲りだな。
Helga and him when they were younger.
Yeah. Ashla?
Oh my god. Oh.
We need to pause a bit.
You really think I'm about to speak like this? Is there like a promo?
For a new season that is like 2 years.
Is there like coming in 2024? Guys, like there's no like water in me.
Go back for a second just to see his face again.
Again, I was like, who is this? It took me a second. He's so young. Oh my god, love of my life. Oh my god, quite literal love of my life.
Okay guys, let's stop this. Oh. Let's stop crying. Let's collect ourselves and let's film a review. Oh guys, I mean,
back it up.
What can
back it up? Everyone else, give it up. There's nothing you can do to become better than this. There's nothing. How does anything top this? How does anything do anything with this?
I agree.
What is this season? What was this season? How was this season?
You really managed to end it so perfectly.
I mean, I'm so thankful that this episode was what it was. Like, it was so kind of like heavy, but like lighthearted. Like it felt, I don't know. I was like smiling throughout. I mean, like I was bawling, but like from happiness. I mean, as kind of usually how it goes, but like it was so, I don't know. It felt like I was seeing Thorfinn as a kid. Like I felt like he was his age finally, you know what I mean? Like just like a boy. Like all of this felt so incredibly cathartic to me, you know, just like finally being here. And like it felt like this, you know, since season 1, now we're here, now it feels like full circle. Like it feels like this is, let's say, the end of this chapter, and now we're entering something else.
Yeah, I have a feeling like, honestly, like, thank God it's not, but like technically could be the end of the story. Yeah. You know, just like hopeful
it feels
the future. Yeah. Yeah. But it really does feel like end of one story.
It just feels complete.
And I'm so happy that Thorfinn never would leave the last time he was, because he was in such a bad place back then. But I think now this was a perfect time for him to come back home. For him to be able to appreciate what home is. Yeah. What a peaceful place this as well is. Yeah. You know? Yeah. Basically to become his own man somewhere else. To be able to say sorry to his mom for leaving. No, I just think everything like it was calm. The episode was calm, but like I mean, it was full of emotions. But like it was calm, just like it didn't end like any type of cliffhanger. It didn't like it was just a complete story.
I just adore it. I just adore it for the things that it wants to portray. I think we have been talking about this like throughout the season, especially like just like the choices that they make in the way that they tell this story are like so genuine and so full of like care. Like we mentioned for the previous episode, just like the fact that Pater survived that battle, like because like he didn't need to die, you know, and they were like they're not gonna put something in there just so it can be tragic. Like they pick and choose what they want to portray. Like for example with Arne, like that was a tragic part, and they like were very cautious about how they told it. And like we like recently uploaded it to YouTube, so I remembered that there was like a discourse about the fact that like we didn't have like a big reunion with Thorfinn and Leif in that moment when they see each other. But like again, that just goes to show you how they tell this story. That was not the time and place for their reunion. Like after we have seen what we have seen, I couldn't have watched that. What, and like be happy for Thorfinn and Leif, you know, after we saw such an awful thing happen to Arne. Then like that's one of the things that I appreciate so much about the show, because like it really, you can see like the way that they just tell a story is so honest and full of love and like full of care.
Yeah, and they like you said, they really do pick and choose which stories they want to tell and which stories they want to portray, and they think they're important for portraying.
Yeah,
like they could have also killed Snake.
Yeah,
but they didn't.
Yeah, because like for what?
For Peter it would be different, because like that would be just like a horrible tragedy in my opinion. Yeah. But like I'm so happy for Snake as well that he didn't die, because like that could have been a good story for him to die, you know? Yeah. Because he escaped, he did bad things and stuff like that. But like I am happy that they didn't do that. I think even though like it would be maybe a good tragedy, you know? But like they decided like that tragedy is not important to be told, because like for example Arhel storyline and Garder storyline were very, very important.
Yeah. And honestly, like enough tragedy was shown there. Yeah. And like for Snake, I just think it was, for me, just like more impactful to see him staying on that farm and like continuing to grow the farm, continuing to grow something.
I agree.
Like that's what I want to say. Like they could have made that whole storyline of the farm, like when we left it, like all of that could have gone to hell. Like the whole farm could have been destroyed. They didn't end it like that. Yeah. Like they gave it a hopeful ending.
Yeah.
Like an ending that makes you feel peaceful about it. And like again, it all of these things like give me so much
hope.
Yes, and like security about how this show wants to say certain things. And I like really hope that is the way that they continue to do it, because like I think it's a rarity.
Yeah.
I really think it's a rarity. I think a lot of the shows that we watch, a lot of cruel things happen, and like they maybe approach it with a more nihilistic point of view, which is fine. Like I am a masochist. Like I am still gonna enjoy those shows, but like I need something like this to counter that. And like that is why this show is like so high up in like my favorite things I watch, just because it is telling a story that is rooted in like peace and hope
and redemption.
Yeah. And second chances.
Yeah, that's one of my favorite things about this show, honestly. And I'm kind of happy that we're watching it while it is airing. Like I said, I think sometimes you need time with some shows to grow to love them. You know, and to stay with them, to wait for them to get out and stuff like that.
Yeah.
And I'm happy that this is one of those shows.
It's because like we're gonna have it longer.
Yeah.
Like we're gonna have it longer in our lives.
Yeah.
What a happy thing to have for so long, even though like it is so, like the environment and everything that they are in, again, very much realistic and very tragic in a way that like life is just often that way, you know, but like it chooses to show you the hopeful side of it and the best side of it, which is like people trying to make the world better and trying the best that they can do.
Honestly, this is...
No, I don't...
Nothing can compare to this. Like, it's such a human story. honestly, like, can't compare with how much I love this, let's say, with how much I love Vikings, because technically they're about the same thing. But like Viking storyline was much more about Vikings culture, which is great to see. But this storyline is much more human to me.
Yeah.
Honestly.
Yeah.
So like it can't really compare. And I again love that we have two sides of the story. We have Thorfinn, which is the most important, our main character, and we have Canute. We have Canute's side of the story, where he's trying to do something that's on such a bigger scales.
Yeah.
Not more important ones, not in my eyes, but such a big scales, you know?
Yeah, very tough. Tough thing.
I hope that I definitely think that we're definitely going to continue with both storylines in next season, because like I said, I think they're very important. Both, like, Canute is possibly, I expect until season 4 to see a big difference in Vikings culture through his rule, where on the other side I expect to see Thorfinn finding peace for those people who are not able to survive in Vikings culture.
They have set it up perfectly for season 3.
Yeah.
Like, they have not like left you on a cliffhanger where like you're wondering what's gonna happen. I mean, like, they have set up the storyline that they're gonna, there's a lot of things you need to acquire before you can start going somewhere and building something. Like, you need money, you need ships, you need infrastructure, like you need so many things, and like that's what they set up for next season. And like that's gonna be so joyful. I mean, I'm sure there's gonna be so many obstacles and so many like moral dilemmas. Like, I don't know if Iceland is gonna like remain in peace. Like, I don't know if an army is gonna come towards that. Like, I don't know what awaits us. I'm sure like there's gonna be many problems.
Yeah, I honestly don't know, because I expect us to stay sometimes.
I think so as well.
Until
I think
we
maybe
are
at the end of season 3, maybe we set sail or something like that.
Maybe even
or
before that, mid-season. I would
something.
Expect more mid-season.
Maybe.
Yeah, I don't know. Maybe depends.
Yeah,
depends
really,
if we go. If we go, are we gonna come back? That's the thing. If we are not, then I do expect.
Are they coming with us? Like, are Ylva and the children and Ari and the mother and everyone else? Like,
because maybe we have to first find the land.
Yeah,
find the place,
and then just like bring the people,
and then bring the people. So
I mean, I would.
That's why
that would make more sense. But like, unless someone comes to Iceland before, you know what I mean? Like, if there's like a threat.
Yeah, I don't know, honestly. Definitely could see that happening.
That's all the things that we're gonna find out next season and everything that's happening. But like, those are all possibilities. I'm very excited. I'm very excited to see what they're gonna be doing, and also how this like continues progressing Thorfinn's character. Like, we have seen the bulk of it. Like, what he needed to go through, he went through in this season, and that is gonna be like unparalleled. Like, you really can't touch it. But I don't think many characters in anything we have watched can touch that, really.
Can
like,
go
that
through such a development to become the best.
I would be in such shock watching season 1 now.
Yeah,
like, that would be.
Yeah, I can't wait. That's
so
definitely
strange.
something that I'm rewatching.
Yeah.
And this is not just me saying that and not rewatching, because I said the same thing about Attack on Titan, but it's just a bit longer.
Yeah.
And I always wanted to watch it again with somebody else.
Yeah.
To enjoy their, let's say, reactions.
Me and my friend Esther is convincing Laura to just stay 5 days in a place and just like watch whole Attack on Titan. We're gonna do it. Yeah,
I definitely gonna do that as well. But like with Vinland, I would like to see it. I don't need any. I even want to watch it by myself.
I mean, I started Attack on Titan, and that was
experience.
It was kind of the opposite of like Vinland. I was so sad in every episode because like where we are now is not the happiest place, and so like I was watching everything when they were younger, and it was so I didn't expect it to be as difficult as it was. But like I feel like with this I can just like really
appreciate
I can just like really appreciate, started from the bottom.
Like I would play it now.
Even, like,
I want to play it now. I want to play the first episode now to remember how.
Like, it was not even bottom. It was like, guys, like we were below bottom. You know what I mean? Like where Thorfinn sees himself, like when he's being pulled down by all the lives that he has taken. Like he is below ground. That's where we were, and now we are here.
Yeah.
And like I cannot imagine a more beautiful progression for any character. Yeah. Like Thorfinn is again, however this goes, like Thorfinn is solidified as one of my favorite characters ever. And if it continues in this way, like Boy is taking in the top 3 spot, and he could be number 1.
No,
like I don't even know
yeah.
who would top him, but like let me not make such a big statement just yet.
I honestly,
but like I could.
Yeah, because to me it's different for a show and for a character.
Yeah.
Because to me, with other shows, there is many characters that are very important. With this show, I think Thorfinn's development is what makes the show so great.
Absolutely, yeah.
So that's why I could make a statement where I would say that like he's my favorite character of the all time. And I can just imagine where his storyline is gonna go and how good it's gonna be.
Yeah.
But like just this development right now would be honestly enough for me.
Yeah.
Where for the show by itself, it doesn't need, I do need to see the whole story and to sit with the show for some time. So that like I would be able to say, oh, this is my favorite show of all time. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I need it to end.
Yeah.
Like I once upon a time I made a mistake where I said that one show is my favorite of all time, and it ended up not being my favorite show of all time.
So like see how things can like go downhill. but because like really I could, like we always mention Breaking Bad, Better Call Saul, Avatar, Attack on Titan, and Full Metal as the top. And this is with them.
Yeah,
this is like the amount of love that I feel towards it. It is right up with them.
Yeah,
and like this has only been 2 seasons. Like that I can't, like I always need shows to like at least be near their end, because like Attack on Titan hasn't finished, for example, but like it's near the end. Like there's nothing that could happen that is gonna like knock it off, you know. But like I truly feel that way about Vinland. Like it is right up there with them.
Me too, honestly.
It is unbelievably incredible.
Yeah.
We're not even talking about what happened this episode.
I mean, we can, but like I said, like it was. I am happy with everything that happened in this episode.
That was so
like
joyful.
Everything was just beautiful. I am happy that we had those funny moments. Let's say, you know, with like Yilda and everybody else. That made it a bit lighter to go through it, because like I have a feeling if Yilda reacted the same as his mom, it would be even harder for me. That's why while I was crying, I had something to laugh about. Yeah, you know, so it was a bit easier.
Like also I just like Thorfinn in this episode. Like I said, he seemed like, I just love seeing him have those emotions. Yeah, they're just like so normal. Like they're not always like, because like he has gone through so much, and like you can imagine him being like, let's say, toughened up, but like not that he doesn't feel things, but like that he would not necessarily be showing emotions like nervousness or something. And like he is on the boat and he's like seeing his village, he's like, oh my god, I'm scared. And like he's making so many like expressions that like I wasn't used to it, because like he was not allowing himself like to feel.
I mean, he couldn't feel anything beside anger, and after that regret. Yeah,
and like if he let himself like feel all the things that he has done, like that was such a terrifying moment. But like when he let it happen, and when he just like embraced the things that he has done, and like made a vow to just like dedicate his life to try to make a better place, like that's when he was able to like finally learn to live with it.
I mean, with Einar. Yeah, Einar helped him a lot with that, and I loved even this episode that like it was reminded like why he is doing what he needs to do. He even he remembered and said like, I killed so many people. When he talked about things that he has done, he said I killed so many people, and maybe those people had such nice and warm families like this one, the one that I have. Yeah. And after that, when he reminded himself, I mean, I don't think he needed a reminder, but like, it's just like, I like that it's vocalized like that. He said what his plan is, to never touch a weapon, to build a place where there wouldn't be no weapon, you know, and to find balance in it.
I mean, he saw his younger self, like who asked him like, basically like, where do people go that want to like escape this? And then his dad showed up and said like, you know, like you already know. Yeah. He is so determined in that. He really like he has this goal, and like just like again seeing him going and approaching first Tilda, and like he was so happy, and we see such joy in his face, you know, like that's what I'm talking about. Like in this episode, I'm really not used to seeing so much like different emotion in Thorfinn that is like so much more, let's say, normal, do I want to say, because like the way that he's gone through life, again, because of everything that he has been through, like his emotions were like sort of on not too high, not too low, you know what I mean? And now he was just like, he appeared so younger to me. Like I forgot that he's like a teenager, you know, like I'm not even sure how old he's supposed to be. Well, how old is he? Is he like over 20?
But I think he should be, no? Because like he said, we know that he was
10 years,
17 and 16.
17, yeah, and it's been like, okay, so maybe like
14. He was, if I remember correctly, he was 17 in the beginning of the season, and 4 years passed.
Yeah, okay, right? So like he's like 21.
He's 21.
I mean, like, yes, like a young adult. But like,
I mean, who doesn't matter, because like what he has been through life, he didn't have a childhood. His childhood was taken away from him. So technically at the same time, he had to grow up faster. Yeah. But like that kid is...
Well, that's that's what I mean. Like he was so, let's say, more grown up than he ever should have been for like the entirety of the show that we have watched him. But like now in this episode, like I'm like, oh, like he seems so young. Like he seems, it really made me happy. Like the way that he started approaching his sister, and Ylva just, bam, that girl is also like Thor's daughter, you know what I mean? And I thought she kicked him to be like, where the fuck have you been? I thought because of that, and then like you realize that she does not believe that that's him at all, and like of course she doesn't, you know, like it's been so long.
How would it even be possible like for Leif to find him if Leif didn't dedicate his whole life to that one mission for Thor's? Like if he wasn't as motivated as he was, like he would have never find him. I mean, he adopted children in the meantime, you know, while looking for him. So it makes sense that like she saw his brother when he was 6 years old. Like why? And she was 16 at the time. Why would she recognize him? You know?
And like of course, like she hasn't seen him for so long, and like so she just believed that Leif picked up someone that like just said, said like, yes, I am that one, you know, just because like they want a family. She said like, is this like an inheritance scheme? And so like it makes sense that she didn't recognize him. Like that was like a funny moment. That was really funny. But like I really knew that his mother was immediately gonna recognize him because like that's his mom, you know, like of course she's gonna like look into his eyes and immediately know that that's him. But
like I didn't think about it, like that moment when she put her hands on his face. I love the comparison between him and Thor's, and that she saw Thor's because she lost Thor's. She also lost a father of her children, like her husband and her child at the same time, and now seeing her child grown up, I love it.
So much.
I love that she saw Thor's in him. Even like resemblance, like physical resemblance.
But like even better than that, he resembles him like in his character.
Completely.
You know?
I mean, they've been through similar things in some ways. Just like they're completely different.
Absolutely, but like they decided the same thing.
They both went through similar thing, meaning like they both did bad stuff. It's just like the Thor's been taught to do that. Thor's been taught to live that way, where Thorfinn did it from rage, which is far worse.
That was such a beautiful moment when his mom started approaching him, and like thank God for Bug-Eyed, who was like, "Mom," and so like that made me laugh. I just like you said, I really appreciate the humor that they put in, like to make it a bit more like lighthearted in this whole. Like in this whole story that was like really heavy like when you think about it, but like it made it was a really nice balance for my heart, you know, to handle this episode.
But then we also found out that Ylva has children, and we saw 3 children there. And then later we found out who is the father of those 3 children, as it should be.
I am with
Forget
you, but
about the girl.
I need someone to explain what was the point of that then.
Who cares?
Like, you can't. Yes, but like I'm not crazy. You know what I mean? Like, right? like usually like that's how like in shows when they put something, nothing is accidental, right? And like that's all of our theories, we base it off on like those little things, like, oh, why would you say that, or why would you show that? Like nothing happens for no reason. So like when they showed me that one girl that was like, oh, Ari, be careful or whatever, I was like, oh, here she comes, you know what I mean? Like, because like, why the fuck would we show her? You know, who is she? And so like that's why I thought it. But like it's Ylva, and that is very adorable.
Which makes
and
much
good
more
for you,
sense.
Ari.
Just because like it would be different. I would agree with you if the story was in Iceland. If the Iceland story is important. But right now he hasn't seen it for
Are we ever
2
gonna
seasons.
see that girl? Can it like spoil me? Like spoil me about the manga. Are we ever gonna
really
see that girl?
think
Because
so.
like why have we seen her? Why was she there?
I don't.
Why has that happened?
I don't remember her.
Oh, I don't. I think she was blonde, but like that's all I got. You know.
I don't remember. I don't remember that moment. I don't remember.
Does anyone know what I'm talking about? Have
They
I
100%.
imagined this scene in my mind? I thought that was him when he entered, and I was like, I just need someone to say Ari because like I don't remember what he looks like at this point, but like I felt it.
Yeah.
I felt it in my bones that was Ari.
Yeah, and it did. And
I
he
felt
was.
it in my bones.
And I loved so much that he apologized to Thorfinn. Even though when you think about apologizing for what, you know, he was a child.
Yeah, but like he was like, so eager to go and like fight.
I know, but like the thing is, like, I am so happy because that just shows you that he lived his life with regret and Thor's in mind. But like I think that's how he'll live his life from now on. From now on, he never wanted to go and fight.
Yeah.
From that moment.
Yeah.
Like that moment shifted his life in a completely different direction. And now he is living peaceful life with Ylva and having 3 children, which I think is the most beautiful thing at the end of the day that could have happened to him.
I think we said that immediately because like when they were on the boat in those first few episodes and like there was a scene and I can't remember exactly how it went, but like Ari, was he holding a sword or did he want to hold a sword or something? Yeah. And like Thor's came to him and like told him something along the lines of that like did he say to him at that point that like a warrior doesn't need a weapon, or like he said something that was for peace. Like I can't remember exactly what he said, but like I remember the both of us afterwards talking about the fact that is completely gonna change the trajectory of his life, of Ari's life. That like he was so eager to go and fight and like be a Viking and whatever, and like after that happened, I think both of us said that he is not gonna want that anymore, and he's gonna just be living a peaceful life, and that like that's where we find him now. Just I don't know, maybe a fisherman, maybe like whatever. Like the Iceland is in peace. Like there's not a war there. There is like it's a peaceful land. So like it made me really happy. It made me really happy to finally see him after speaking about him for like 50 episodes.
And
like
I think we're gonna definitely be a bit with him.
Yeah.
And that was all. And I think we're gonna definitely meet him a bit better.
They have 3 blonde children that look so fucking
One
cute.
Looks completely like Thorfinn. Completely like Thorfinn. I don't know how I'm gonna survive looking at him, watching him. Because I'm gonna always be reminded of my kid.
Like to just like finish off the scene with his mother, like that was so beautiful. Like when he finally like hugged his mom and like just was able to cry, just like so deeply cry. It was such like again like such a cathartic moment, like for everything he's been through, for like not seeing his mom and his sister for so long, and like before all this, before he saw them, like he was very scared to like go and see them. And like I thought that scene with Bagai, what is his name? I can't call him Bagai. It feels like I'm insulting him. When he told him like, I don't even know what my parents look like, you know, and like here you are now and you have this opportunity to see them. And like, yes, you're scared, but like some don't even get this chance and you do. And like what a happy thing. And I love that like small bit with him. Because like, you know, Bagai has not been like an important character so far to us. Yeah, but like they had such a great moment.
No, again, I think he will be.
Yeah, absolutely.
I think all these people, if we continue being on Iceland, but that's something that I expect right now. I think maybe we're gonna have problems, we're gonna have to go somewhere or something like that, but like at the end of the day, I think the Iceland is gonna be the main place where we're gonna be in season 3.
Yeah, I think
so. I think we're gonna be with Bad Guy, we're gonna be with Harry, with Ylva, with his mom and stuff like that.
Yeah.
But I also love the moment when Einar wanted to go with Leaf to some random, I don't know what.
Well, like they were sleeping and whatever, and like he has just like, you know, his manners and his like social skills are incredible. He's like, oh, I'm gonna leave them to it, you know, like they're a family and whatever, and like he wanted to give them their like space and their moment.
Yeah.
And like Helga immediately was like, well, you're Thorfinn's brother, so you're my son. Like there's no question about that.
I will never be okay when somebody says that Einar and Thorfinn are brothers.
Yeah.
Even though they are. But they're just so beautiful to me.
Yeah.
Because I have never seen 2 characters more like brother.
Just like
than
the
2 of
impact,
them.
like I can speak about them.
Exactly.
Like the impact that they had on each other, like especially Einar, they had on. I mean, Einar saved Thorfinn's life. You know what I mean? Like he really.
But Thorfinn saved Einar's life as well. Just like
in different ways.
He stopped him in different ways, but like Einar was this close many times to destroy his life, to go on Thorfinn's path, and Thorfinn stopped him every single time. So I think he saved him as well.
Oh my God.
And I think both of them learned so much from each other.
Yeah.
They're just beautiful. They're just like, to me, definition that like the family is not like only blood. No. Because like I don't think they're more important people to each other than like both of them to each other. You know what I mean?
Yeah, absolutely. Like they're forever bonded.
Yeah.
And like I just love that moment when she's like, well, you're my son.
Yeah.
And like that he has this family now as well.
It was so beautiful.
I mean, I loved it. I loved each and every single part.
I love everything in the head.
And like Thorfinn, just like even sitting and being able to talk about all the things that have happened in his life, like that is so incredible. Like that is so incredible how far we have come for him to speak about things that have happened. And then like at the end we had these like flashbacks, and like at first I had no idea who we were seeing, but like we were seeing all younger versions of all the characters that have like had an impact on Thorfinn's life. Like we saw Leif, we saw his mom and dad when like they were escaping Yom's something.
Yeah.
And then we saw Ashalat. We saw a younger Ashalat. Like that really I love that they still show that like importance of Ashalat to Thorfinn. Like even though like he was, let's say, a source of trauma for Thorfinn, like he was also the closest thing he had to a father figure for so many years.
Yeah.
And a lot of also what Thorfinn is now is because of Ashalat as well.
Yeah.
Like I just love that they always place them all together, kind of. Like you had Thor's on one side, but you have Ashalat on the other side. Like that was such a big part. And I'm always gonna love that, and it's always gonna make me really emotional. And it was such a beautiful ending. I just think like the cinematography, like the shots, the music that goes with it, it is stunning. It is like it is beautiful. Like I really just like, there's nothing that the show lacks, like in any way.
Yeah, nothing. Honestly, everything is just perfect. I also loved when Thorfinn told them what he's been through, and afterwards what his plan is. I love that his mom immediately understood him, and I think even after hearing everything that he survived, she is immediately proud of him, and she compared her life, her and Thor's life and life decisions, how they also escaped for a better future for their children, and that like what Thorfinn is doing is similar to that. I mean, even greater, you know.
And like how she immediately like supported him.
Yeah, immediately.
When he said what he wanted to do, she just like, she immediately
said you should, basically.
Yes, because like she sees Thor's in him.
Yeah.
And like she understands this. And like it was such a beautiful moment. Like there has not been a moment that was not beautiful. Like in this entire fucking season, honestly, actually. That just like, it's redundant to even like say it at this point. Like it seems like we're broken records, just like repeating ourselves and all this. But like I cannot, I don't have enough words in my vocabulary like to speak about it, to just like emphasize how amazing it is. Like I'm gonna go now through life like just telling people to watch Vinland Saga. Like I'm literally gonna just like start walking through life. If anyone mentions anything to watch, I'm about to say like just Vinland Saga.
Especially if somebody says I hate this person, I'm like, he's not your enemy. Go see why not. Play Vinland Saga and you understand.
No one and no
but you
one
don't have
deserves
enemies,
to be
you shouldn't hate anybody. No need to harm somebody and
like,
stuff
again,
like that.
I really like, this is one of the rare shows that I just like really feel like impacted me on a personal level.
Definitely, I agree.
Just like it doesn't happen that often. Like a lot of the shows that I love, like I don't feel like it impacts me on a personal level. But like I just think because it does hit very close to reality. Yeah. And so like I just feel like I was learning. I just really feel like I was learning as Thorfinn was learning. And I like, that is one of the highest compliments I can also give to the show. Yeah, definitely. Is that like I really felt like there was something to go through and to learn with Thorfinn. And like to make you a better person. Honestly. To make you think about stuff. Yeah. That usually maybe you wouldn't think about at all. Yeah. It is truly a rare thing. And like it is a rare show. Grateful that you guys have been loud enough, because like we said, this is one of the shows that like we wanted to watch immediately when we heard that it's about Vikings, about this culture and one family and stuff like that, you know? Yeah. So we immediately wanted to watch it, but like you were so loud that we didn't even put it on a poll. No. We just played it by ourselves. Yeah. And it was a perfect show for us. Couldn't be better, honestly. Yeah. And I don't even know if it would win a poll. I mean, a lot of people said that like it wouldn't win a poll if we put it against some shows like Hunter x Hunter. But we would have put it against Hunter x Hunter. And imagine if we didn't have this in our lives. Literally. Imagine. Like no, like there was like no other. I think it was Attack on Titan. There was no other show people were commenting more. Yeah. Like nothing else. It was like Vinland. Like when we started playing Vinland, like there was multiple shows that people would mention, whatever. But like while Attack on Titan we were watching, it was Vinland. Yeah. And nothing fucking else. And I mean, I think especially because season 2 was very close to airing. And it's been 3 seasons since the first one aired, you know? So like that is very good moment to mention the show, you know? Yeah. It has just been... Like I said, like incredible. It would be great to have more to watch, to have the whole show. We love that. Like you can see by the shows we are watching, we usually watch ones that are already finished. But honestly, with this one, I prefer it like this. I prefer it to sit with me for some time. Again, maybe 2 years better than 3, you know? Again, I just think it is such a great show to like be with for a while. Yeah, I agree. Like it's not finished. We're gonna have it in our minds the entire time to see like what's gonna happen. Yeah. And like what a joyful thing to have. Yeah. I like really. Who would have thought after season 1 that I'll be saying fucking joyful? You know what I mean? Like joyful. Remember? Wow. Honestly. Like this was really good for them. They like completely switched the show from season 1 to season 2, and like the switch made absolute sense and it was better and they just elevated the show on a whole new level. Like that is really like there's no higher praise I can give it. Like I can't, like this has been perfect from start to finish. There's like nothing I could say. We'll see what show is gonna I'm that like it's so unfair. Follow it up. It's so unfair. It is so unfair to make anything follow. Honestly, who cares? It doesn't have to be. Like we're not searching for new Vinland Saga. Honestly, nobody. Search for it. I don't want every show to be my favorite show of all time. I think people are gonna just stop believing us when we say this. Honestly, this is like, embarrassing, especially because all those shows we watched in the last 2-3 years. You know. Yes. It's ridiculous, but like, come on. But like, I'm being honest. I'm really being honest. I'm not lying. Yeah, literally. Okay, guys. That was it.
That's it. Thank you so much for watching this with us. And
we don't know when we'll see. We really don't. No one knows when we'll see each other.
At least not with this show.
No.
You can watch us for something else.
If you want. If you don't, I guess we'll see you in a couple
maybe
of
2
years. Maybe even few.
I hope
I hope couple.
I hope too, yeah.
If maybe next year could be a thing.
I don't think so.
Like
Nor do I want to have 12 episodes. I would rather have 24 episodes in 2 years.
Yes.
I don't want another Attack on Titan.
Yeah.
I wanna.
I could wait longer, but just give me all of it.
Exactly.
Give me all of it.
Exactly. So that's it, guys.
Thank you so much for watching.
We'll see you very soon.
What do you mean very soon? We'll see you at some point.
That's just what I'm used to saying, Like I can't. I just like
switch it off now.
Yeah. We'll see you when we see you.
Yeah.
Bye.